Good morning, students. How are you? Fine. Okay, students, let's come to the point. Our today's topic already I have written on the board. You can see topic organic compounds. Today our topic will be organic compounds. Students, as you know, fourth chapter carbon and its compound has been started, and till now you studied about the different allotropes of carbon like diamond and graphite. From today, carbon compounds I am going to start before you. Students, carbon compounds are known as organic compounds. However, the definition of organic compounds or organic chemistry I will tell you in this topic later on, but generally we study the carbon compounds in organic chemistry. Students, organic chemistry is that branch of chemistry in which we study about the compounds of carbon and their derivatives. Compound of carbons and their derivatives. Derivatives means here isolation of different compounds from carbon compounds. So you must keep in your mind organic chemistry is that branch of chemistry in which we study about the compounds of carbon and their derivatives. And generally, students, carbon compounds are said to be organic compounds. Let me tell you what is the source of organic compounds? From what sources such type of compounds are taken out? Students, the sources of organic compounds are plant and animal kingdom. Plant and animal kingdom. Plant and animal kingdom. Whatever compounds of carbon we obtain from plant kingdom or from animal kingdom, they are known as organic compounds. For example, let me say, from milk we obtain lactic acid. Lactic acid is organic acid. In tomato we found one acid, and that acid you well know that is oxalic acid. This is also organic acid. In tamarind also organic acid is present. Whatever things we use to eat, they contain carbon compounds, they contain organic compounds. So the sources of organic compounds are plant and animals. From plant and animal source we obtain various organic compounds like lactic acid, like oxalic acid, like acetic acid, and so many other compounds. So students, in fourth chapter carbon and its compound, we will study about the compounds of carbon, means we will study about the organic compounds. Students, two types of substances occur around us, and they are inorganic and organic substances. There is difference between inorganic compounds and organic compounds. Inorganic compounds, source of inorganic compounds are minerals, whereas sources of organic compounds are plant or animal. Inorganic compounds have generally high melting and boiling points, but organic compounds have generally low melting and boiling points. Inorganic compounds or inorganic acids are generally stronger, whereas organic acids are generally weaker. So there are so many differences between organic and inorganic substances, but hereby for your interest you must know sources of organic and inorganic compounds. Students, organic compounds we are going to study now, and in this respect hereby you have to study about hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons, students, are compounds of carbon, and this is the syllabus in class 10. Hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons are carbon compounds. Hydrocarbons are organic compounds made of carbon and hydrogen. Compounds made of carbon and hydrogen only are known as hydrocarbons. So hydrocarbons, compounds of carbon and hydrogen only, they are known as hydrocarbons. They are very important carbon compounds, hydrocarbons. I will tell you about their characteristics, properties, but hereby only you know these compounds play vital role in our life. So let me say what are the types of hydrocarbons. What are the types of hydrocarbons? And generally, students, hydrocarbons are obtained from petroleum sources. They come from petroleum origin. Hydrocarbons, for example, benzene comes from petroleum source, and this is hydrocarbon. So students, carbon compounds are important compounds. They play vital role in our life, and also they are very useful in our medicines. Medicines also made from such compounds, carbon compounds. You can see the composition of any medicine. You will see there organic compounds are present in that medicine. Means from organic compounds medicines are also made. So students, you can say organic compounds play a vital role in our life, and they are very important for us to know some properties about them. So students, classification of hydrocarbons I am going to tell you here. Hydrocarbons, which are compounds of carbon and hydrogen only, and they are of two types. First, open chain hydrocarbon. I told you previously, carbon shows the property of catenation, and under this property carbon can form different chains, and that chains may be open straight chain, may be branched chain, may be closed ring chain. So on that very basis, a hydrocarbon is classified in two groups: open chain hydrocarbons and closed chain hydrocarbons. Closed chain hydrocarbons. Students, open chain hydrocarbons are further classified in two groups: saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons. Saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons. Okay? Students, saturated hydrocarbons are those hydrocarbons which are or which have only single covalent bond between carbon and carbon atoms or carbon and hydrogen atoms. Means compounds of carbon having single covalent bond between carbon and carbon is or are known as saturated hydrocarbon. So saturated hydrocarbon, students, I am writing here, contains single covalent bond between carbon and carbon atoms, like this. Single covalent bond, single bond. So this is saturated hydrocarbon. So saturated hydrocarbons are those hydrocarbons which have single covalent bond between carbon and carbon atoms. You must keep in your mind. Now unsaturated hydrocarbons are those hydrocarbons which contain double or triple bonds between carbon and carbon atoms. So I am writing here, contain double or triple covalent bonds between carbon and carbon atoms. You can see here between carbons double bond in here, double bond. Also another example, see triple covalent bond. You can see triple bond. So students, they are unsaturated hydrocarbons. They are unsaturated hydrocarbons. So you have to keep in your mind, unsaturated hydrocarbons are those hydrocarbons which contain double or triple covalent bonds between carbon and carbon atoms. And if compounds of carbon having single covalent bond between carbon and carbon atoms, you have to understand them as saturated hydrocarbons. So hydrocarbons on the basis of bonds are of two types: saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons. Okay, now further students, let me say about saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons. So students, saturated hydrocarbons and unsaturated hydrocarbons. Saturated hydrocarbons are well known as alkanes. They are known as alkane. Means their name ends in suffix n, A-N-E. Their name ends in A-N-E. For example, methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane, hexane. These all are saturated hydrocarbons. These all are alkanes. alkanes. So saturated hydrocarbons are well known as alkanes. Now students, unsaturated hydrocarbons. Unsaturated hydrocarbons are those hydrocarbons which contain either double or triple bond between carbon and carbon atoms. So on that very basis, unsaturated hydrocarbons are also of two types, alkene and alkyne. Alkyne. Students, alkene, unsaturated hydrocarbons in which there is double bonds between carbon and carbon atoms. Double bond. For example, like this, double bond between carbon and carbon atoms. So this is an alkene. Students, compounds having double bonds, their name ends in suffix ene, alkene, ene. For example, ethene, propene, butene, pentene, hexene, heptene, octene, like this. So the hydrocarbons which name ends in suffix ene, they are said to be alkenes. Alkenes. And students, alkyne are those unsaturated hydrocarbons which contain triple bond between carbon and carbon atom. And their name ends in suffix yne, ine. For example, ethyne, propyne, butane, pentane, hexane, etc. So hydrocarbons whose name ends with ine, it means they contain triple bonds between carbon and carbon atoms. And hydrocarbons whose name ends in ene contain double bond between carbon and carbon atoms. And hydrocarbons whose name ends in ane contain single covalent bond between carbon and carbon atoms. So you must keep in your mind. Now, next thing about them, students, all the alkanes are expressed in a general formula. Means alkanes, alkenes, alkynes, they can be represented by a general formula. So let me say what is the general formula, which is also known as Jane formula. What is the Jane formula of alkane? What is the Jane formula of alkene? And what is the Jane formula of alkyne? So students, Jane formula of alkane must you keep in your mind, and this is CnH2n plus 2. CnH2n plus 2, where n is the number of carbons. If you start putting value of n equal to 1, you will get the simplest alkane. So students, if you keep the value of n 1, you will get the compound C1H21 plus 2, and this is equal to CH4. So student, CH4, which is read as methane, and this is the simplest alkane. So this also may be asked in examination, what is the name of simplest alkane? Your answer should be methane. If you put the value of n equal to 2, you will get the another simplest alkane. If you keep the value 3, you will get the next alkane, and in this way you can know the family of alkane compounds. Okay, now students, Jane formula of all alkene is CnH2n. CnH2n. Right? And here one thing you must keep in your mind: for alkene and alkyne, at least 2 carbons should be there. At least 2 carbons. So simplest alkene will be of 2 carbon atoms, not 1 carbon atoms. 2 carbon atoms, right? So simplest alkene, to obtain simplest alkene, you have keep the lowest value of n, and that will be 2, not 1, 2. So if you put the value of 2 at place of n in this formula, you will get the simplest alkene. For example, C2H2n, and this is C2H4, which is known as ethene. So this is ethene. So ethene is the simplest alkene, right? And in similar way, the general formula of all alkyne is CnH2n minus 2. CnH2n minus 2. Here n starts from 2. In case of alkene and alkyne, n starts from 2. You must keep in your mind. So students, this is the classification of open chain hydrocarbons. So once again, open chain hydrocarbons are of 2 types: saturated hydrocarbons and unsaturated hydrocarbons. Saturated hydrocarbons are well known as alkane, and unsaturated hydrocarbons are further classified in alkene and alkyne. Alkene are those unsaturated hydrocarbons which contain double bonds between carbon and carbon atoms, and alkynes are those unsaturated hydrocarbons which contain triple bonds between carbon and carbon atoms. The general formula of all alkane is CnH2n plus 2, where n starts from 1. And in case of alkene, general formula CnH2n, and in case of alkyne, general formula CnH2n minus 2. In alkene and alkyne, n starts from 2. You must keep in your mind. And students, this is the syllabus of class 10. Now, let me say about closed chain hydrocarbons. Students, closed chain hydrocarbons is not the syllabus of class 10. You will study about these compounds in your higher classes, but hereby some basic knowledge about them is necessary, which I will study in my next video. So wait for the next video and go through this video. This is very important video, and I hope it will help you in your study. It will make your study easy, and you will be benefited from this video well. Thank you very much. Thank you.